Hi, everybody. All right, let's get Rotorist on the line. Yo, I think you're muted, buddy. You have this big red thing across your mic on your avatar. I think you're muted. Well, see if we could. So Discord says mic is not allowed yet. What? Let you troubleshoot. Okay, I'll keep talking about the game. No worries, dude. No problemo. So it ain't a stream if something doesn't break. So hey Meg, how's it going? Good to see ya. Nervous to see if your mic works. Nah, you're fine. You'll troubleshoot it. You're a dev. You got this. Hola puto. I'll just put myself on mute in Discord while I talk, so I'm not driving you crazy. Here we go. So yeah, so I saw this game and I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a whim. It was, I don't remember how much. I think it was like 15 bucks or something like that. I'm like, we'll do it. Holy crap, it was nice. It was so refreshing. Top-down stalker, and it was pretty smooth too. Good experience. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. And I made a couple of them. But then I was like, you know what? I think this game would be better for stream because you know, you can easily kind of you know, RP it, chat can get involved and say, okay, where do we go? What do we do? How do we do this? So I was like, you know what? I'll save it for stream. The problem is it's so long. Time has passed. And I'm like, I need to get this game going. I've been playing a lot of other stuff. But I need to get this game going. So I thought maybe we could do something. We got Rotorist in here. We're like, hey, why don't you come in? You know, we'll talk about the game a little bit. And then he's like, hey, by the way, I'm making a DLC. And maybe you can try it out before I release it on Steam. I'm like, cool. So that's what we're doing today. Obviously, the DLC is built into like the main game. So since a lot of you have not seen this from the beginning, and some of you expressed interest in me playing it from the start, that's what we're going to be doing. But first, we wanted to chat with Rotorist a little bit. Ah, there he is. You there, bro?
Hello.
Hey.
There we go.
What's going on? Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
Say, yeah, there you go. Speak. Say something. Go.
All right. Yeah. So, you guys can call me Rotorist, or you can call me Kurt.
Kurt. Rotorist or Kurt?
Yeah. Yep.
So, Rotorist Workshop is the name of your development company. And you are Kurt. So there we go. How's it going, buddy? Thank you so much for tuning in, even if it's just for a little bit. I really do appreciate it. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for letting me have a copy of the DLC build, the early access DLC build.
Yeah, you can actually, everyone can play it if you join my Discord. You can get to my Discord from the Steam page.
Let me get that real quick. Let's see. Let me put the Steam page up on here for everybody. Let's get that. Tunguska. There you go. And also, Tunguska's on sale, folks. Tunguska's on sale at the moment until Thursday. So if you like what you see, there you go. That's the game. And if you guys want a preview of what's going on, you can try it out. So I don't know. I like it a lot so far. I haven't gone too far because I wanted to save it for stream, but yeah. So, dude, welcome. Thank you. What made you want to do this project, man?
Oh, that was like so long ago. You know, I was like really big fan of Diablo,
Okay.
Like I was obsessed with it when I was a teen,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really hoping that there will be a game like Diablo that has guns,
Mm-hmm.
but I was never able to find one like that. So I was like, once I got some skills for making games, I just wanted to, how about just make a Diablo game with guns? So I went through several ideas. Not I didn't come up with the stalker like game to begin with. I actually had some other ideas, and eventually I didn't really like those. And suddenly one day I was just having this epiphany. Why don't I just make it like stalker, a top-down stalker?
That's
And it
a
seems to
that's a cool
work out
concept, I
fine
do have
for
to
me.
say. That is a cool concept because, like you said, people, the top downs are usually like fantasy based. The only other one that I can think of is like Fallout, but the way that worked, it was turn based, right? Your game is real time action. There's no stopping. There's no, okay, let me plan ahead. There's no, like, once you get into the action,
You can still
it's,
plan ahead. You can still plan ahead. The enemies won't see you immediately, especially at night. You actually can hide in the dark. They won't see you until you're pretty close. So you have a chance to walk around and look at what how many enemies are around, where they are guarding at, and what are the advantages you can take around the map. There's stuff you can look around and find. Like there will be a switch that's somewhere hidden somewhere. You can turn it to turn off the lights.
mhm.
And turn on lights. It helps you sneak past the guard if you want to.
There's one thing that I do like is that you, aside from finding a switch, you can also shoot out the lights as well. I did see that, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, you mentioned something, the AI in the game. It's not your typical, AI like, oh, as soon as the AI comes into view, they automatically see you, and like a lot of other games out there. This AI is it's based on your movement, based on your stealth, right? Because
And
there's
then your
stealth in this
noise you
game.
make. Yeah.
Yep, the noise that you make and everything. So, and you did this whole thing yourself, man. This is all you.
Yeah, just slowly over the last 7 years.
The last 7 years. Holy
Yep.
crap! And this game released last year. You finally released it,
Yeah.
and
After I released it, I keep on, fixing problems, improving, adding features, and it has grown so much since last year. And now we had a DLC out, so there's a lot of content in a game.
there's definitely a lot of content. And I've been in your Discord, like I've been contacting or talking with you for a few months now. Ever since I tried the game in November. And one thing I do have to say for the people in chat and those of you who will watch the VOD later, Rotorist or Kurt, he listens to feedback. Like if you go into his Discord and you say, hey, I have a question about this, or I have a suggestion about that, he is very approachable, which is something that I really like in a developer. He takes feedback seriously, and he always means to improve stuff. If he sees something can be improved, he'll do it. He's not one of those that once they put out the product, it's like, meh, yeah, all right, whatever. People bought it, I don't care now. Like this is your baby, right? Like this
Yep,
is your
exactly.
thing. Any plans for anything else besides Tunguska in the future?
Before I go into that, would you mind if you mute your Discord? Because I hear two voice stream. I'd rather hear the one from on Twitch.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right, yeah, sure, no
let's see if
problem.
that works.
There you go.
I might end up hearing myself though.
Well, is that better now?
Yeah, I
Can
do
you?
hear myself. But yeah, I have a few ideas in my head. So after this DLC, I need to work on localizing it to different languages, and then when I'm done with that, I think next game I might work on something like a fast-paced shooter, but not like FPS. But I'm thinking more like the old game Afterburner, like in a Terminator 2. In the beginning of Terminator 2, John Connor was in that arcade place, and then jumping into that arcade machine.
Yes. One thing before we
Remember that?
continue with
Yeah.
that. One thing we continue. Why don't you? I suggest Grim had a good suggestion. Why don't you mute Twitch and we'll stay on Discord because there's a delay between Twitch and real time.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so continuing that. Yes, I do remember that scene. Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I do have to say the Afterburner, which is the jet fighter game, right?
Yep.
So that would be something that you'd try and work on in the future.
I want to
maybe
make something quicker. Like I don't want to take another 7 years to turn out another product.
Well, I mean,
Hopefully this one takes maybe 1 year.
if Tunguska takes up and you know, I mean, takes off and you know gets like a really good sales at some point, like a big streamer gets involved and is like, hey guys, you gotta try this game, and you know you sell like 100,000 copies right away. Maybe you can hire a couple of people to help you out with the next project.
I'll have to be honest with you and everybody here. This game is not something you're familiar with. Like I see a lot of people, they buy the game and then try to play it, but then it's not really their type because it's very slow paced, methodical. That's why I put a warning in the Steam page saying this is a very slow game. This is not a fast paced shooter. So if you're expecting that, you will probably be disappointed. So this is more like for you to figure out what's around you, how to survive, how to best defeat the enemies without dying. You have to think through all that and prepare all that before you go into battle. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of hints hidden in the text. There's a lot of dialogues. I would say there's like 40,000 words of text.
40,000 words of text. You guys heard that. I mean, one thing I do have to say about the text is, for those of you who are familiar with Stalker, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this that pertain to Stalker. And I dare to say that some of those Easter eggs are pretty brave of you, you know? Like Sid and the connection between Sid and Sidorovich that you kind of hinted there. I loved that when I first saw that. And I don't know, like there's just a bunch of Easter eggs built into it, and the story is pretty cool too. I kind of like the raw dialogue between the different characters, and especially, you know, the factions and stuff. The famous Legionnaires, which who we'll see in a little bit when we start playing the game. But yeah, no, man, Tunguska is something else. Like I said earlier, I really wanted to play it before, but I was like, I need to save it for a stream. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to. I had to fight myself to not play it on my own on my own time. I got up to the train station a little further than that, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me stop. I'm gonna put this on stream. So, so yeah. Why don't we fire up the game and we'll start checking it out. You cool with that?
Yeah. So I'll just stay mute and then let me know if you.
Yeah, guys, in chat, if you have any questions for Kurt, you know, feel free. Go ahead. This isn't just a conversation between me and him. You guys, if you have any questions, if you guys want to ask questions about the game or, you know, his company or whatnot, just fire away. Hold on, let me see if I can fix something here. Okay. So we're gonna start a new game. You said to not play in hardcore mode, right? Not yet, at least. Until I'm... Okay. So the game has two modes, normal mode and hardcore mode. So we're gonna play in normal mode. And here we go. Yeah, there's no voice acting in the game, but I'm not against that. I like reading. I like reading the different dialogues, so I can imagine, you know, what the person would sound like or what they're thinking. All right, here we go. New York City, 1985, editor's office. All right, so we get some tutorials here. here this basically explains how to move the camera, how to switch the camera mode. So there's different ways you can play this. You got the camera mode, which is fixed on the character, and then you have one that pans out. So this comes in handy when you want to start looking for things or shooting things. And you could pan the camera one way or another. You can either use a Q and E or just use the mouse wheel. So got that door. All right, let's talk to her. All right. And this is the dialogue system that you have here. It's reminds me of the old school games, which is great. A woman in her late 30s, properly dressed and groomed as the chief editor of Manhattan Weekly News. She tries to look formal and serious, but there's still a touch of curiosity and humor. I believe you wanted to see me. All right. You must be Leov Kravchenko. Let me ask you this. How long have you been a journalist for the Manhattan Weekly? What do we say, chat? 2 years or 5 years? I like how you have different choices in the dialogue here. And you wrote all the dialogue, right? Like you did all the writing? Hold on,
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm just checking something out here. Just checking to see.
Actually, if you knew Chinese, it would be even more funny because when I translated Chinese,
oh yeah,
I had a lot of even more Easter eggs that the Chinese people would know.
Okay. Nah, I like it. I like the dialogue. So, my word. Hey, Animal, what's going on, dude? My word, I've heard many journalists staying with a paper for more than 3. A rare breed indeed. You know, we always love when good folks stay with us longer. So I want to make you a role model for the other reporters. And yes, that means a promotion is coming your way. Let's talk about that promotion. Of course. You see, we used to be one of the biggest papers in Manhattan until those newcomers with fancy names started chipping away our market. Those Bugles, Times, Journal, or whatever. They got nothing. You'd be surprised to see even one accurate report out of these articles. Alright. Why wouldn't they report news accurately? That's what we set out to do. Because readers changed. Now they only care about scandals, inside stories, conspiracies, and such. To get their attention, those newspapers would write anything. One day, I just know it. One day, people will get sick of them and call them out. Fake news. Yes, fake news media. That's what they are. And that's what people will call them. I think there's a bit of social commentary in this. So it's fake news. Yes, that's unfortunate. I'm sure our readers are better educated than the scandal seekers. Then we need to give our readers something big to win them back. Look, I've got a lead for a real nice story, and I just know that they'll love it. Alright, let's talk about the news lead. Right. Have you heard of Tunguska? Let's just say no so we can get some backstory on it. Never heard of it. It's a place in Siberia, Russia. In 1908, there was a huge explosion in the sky, and it blew 500,000 acres of forest, killing all the animals in the area. Some people saw it happening and described it as a salvo of artillery fires that shook the ground like earthquakes, with hot, strong winds that scorched their skin. It's been almost a century now, and we have almost... What? Oh, really? It's pronounced Tunguska? Well, I'm half American, so I go Tunguska. It's been almost a century now, and we almost have forgotten it. Besides some rumors about the Soviet government running a mining operation in there in the 50s, but recently I heard a lot of people are going back there. Why are people going back there? I'm sure the trees had grown back and it would seem like nothing had happened. Not just going back for fun. A friend of mine just quit his job at the bank last month and left for Tunguska. Tunguska? They don't see the joke? Okay. Tunguska. He said they went treasure hunting. Like you said, Tunguska is just a bunch of trees What treasure can you find there? But he said some people brought back some weird medicines that can treat all sort of problems and got filthy rich from selling them. So this is like similar to Stalker. This is similar to Stalker. It's you know, how people go into the zone and want to find the artifacts and stuff like that. This is very similar to that. Sounds like snake oil to me. Me too. But I think it's worth an investigation. If it's really snake oil, people should know about it at least. But if it's not, just imagine what a hit story this would be. We'd be the first press to report on the subject. Alright, so you want me to go to Tunguska and find out what's going on. Precisely. We will start a month-long series report on this topic as soon as you get there. And for you, young man, if you take this job, I'm promoting you to senior reporter right now. Great. Tunguska job. Right. What do I do? Simple. Just head to Tunguska and investigate. I need you to contact me by phone whenever you discover something new. Every time I get a worthy story from you, I'll wire you some additional cash. Find out as much as you can, and when you are done, come back. Or not. If you happen to enjoy living there. Haha. USSR. USSR, what about it? How do you feel about the USSR? I see photos of Yeltsin and Gorbachev on your wall. Are you a fan of them? I've been studying the USSR for almost a decade. Their politics, social structure, their art and architecture, the coexistence with Eastern Orthodox and so on. It's just fascinating to watch how a Marxist regime was built from the ground up with no prior experience or role models to follow. I'm not a communist, and nor am I qualified to judge anybody. So if you say I'm a fan, then I'm a fan of history. I think she's got something to do with that. She's got something to do with that. I know it. This is all a setup. No. Can you tell me something interesting about their history? Well, let me think. I read that in East Russia, there was a brief period with a new denomination of Russian Orthodox. They took the original cross and removed the slanted bottom beam, believing that the pain endured by Christ was disparaged by having the foot rest on the cross. Not only do you get, you know, some history about Tunguska, you also get, you know, a little bit of Russian Orthodox in there. Oh, this one's funny. I remember this. Relationships. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I've been seeing a Russian gentleman named Natya. Natya? Natya Business. I don't know why. I always enjoyed that one. Okay. So we changed the subject here. And she told us, I think, to go to the cabinet to retrieve some stuff. So we have some bandages, 2,500 rubles, and a can of tuna. All right. So I guess we're on our way. Also, you can kick doors open in this game. Oops. You speak to the chief before leaving? Oh, really? Okay, hold on. I guess we gotta speak to you first. Oh, there we go. Oops, I forgot to continue. Tunguska's a long way from New York. How do I get there? My associate is waiting outside. When you leave my office, he will get you settled. Basically, you'll first fly to Beijing, take the bus to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and one of my contacts will be there to smuggle you across to the USSR. Why do I need to go through Mongolia? Well, as an American, your traveling will be... hey, Thix, how's it going? Can you Slav squat? Yes, you can! And I will show you. How's it going, buddy? As an American, your traveling will be heavily restricted and monitored by the USSR. If they know that you're on their turf, that's why you have to sneak your way in. Okay. I'm ready. Okay, that's where she told us to go about the cabin. Okay. I played this part before, so... good. Once you cross the border, you'll get a car and go to the village in Tunguska called Zernaskaya. When you get there, look for a man they call Razor. That's the information my friend gave me, but I can't count on it 100%. You'll have to improvise and find your way around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, before you go, there's some supplies in my cabinet. Just take what you need. Remember to call me. What would you guys do? I don't know. I don't think, you know, going in there based on a whim of some friend. I don't know. But hey, if we didn't, there wouldn't be a game. Keep those heels low. Yes. Hey, Psycho, what's going on? You should teabag him. We teabag everything. Who's Razor? I don't know much about him. decides that he's in charge according to my friend. What you want to do is pretend to be some guy looking to get rich. So start working for him and look for opportunities to expand your reach. Interview as many people as you can, just like what you do every day, but just remember, you'll be undercover, so let go all that journalism ethics bullshit and get your hands dirty. Which means start killing people. Alright, so we have a journal here. So this journal is pretty much your quest log. It describes what happened, and then it has your objectives on the right side, which I think is a nice touch. You have your inventory. You have your discoveries, you know, if you discovered the news stories that you're discovering. And then you have, you know, a log of stuff that you've done in the game. Then you have your options. So you can change the key bindings here. There's no controller support because you don't need it. This game plays perfectly with keyboard and mouse. And yeah, so here we go. Alright. Alright, so now we can kick the door open, right? Ah, there we go. Alright, here we go. You were given a week to prepare for the departure to Tunguska, USSR. Pack your bags. Pan Am. Oh man, I remember Pan Am. Who remembers Pan Am here? Pan Am Flight 118 is boarding. It is en route to Beijing, China. You rode the bus from Beijing to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Pan Am from Catch Me If You Can. No, there actually was an airline called Pan Am back in the 80s and 90s. I think they sold the company or went bankrupt or something. I don't know. You rode the bus from Beijing to Ulaanbaatar, where the contact has been waiting for you. The contact attempted to smuggle you across the border to USSR, but you were caught by a border patrol guard. You are offered a chance to surrender your money to get through. Of course. Bribing goes a long way. You guys see me in golf, right? You took the contact's car and made your way to Zernaskaya, a village on the outskirts of Tunguska. Hey, G-Force! What's going on, comrade? And, here we are. This is the game. So here's that, panning, the camera panning. For now, we're just gonna keep it on, we're just gonna keep the camera focused on this guy. So this is a car that, brought us here. Kind of shit car, but, you know, it got us here. It's not a Ferrari. Imagine coming in here with a Ferrari. Ate 2 slices of pizza for breakfast. Breakfast of champions, man. Alright, so we got a sleeping bag. You have just found a sleeping bag. You can use right click in the item to sleep. Sleeping is the only way to save the game progress. Eating something before sleeping will help restoring your health. You cannot sleep under certain conditions such as bleeding or enemies nearby. Makes sense. So I like that option right off the bat. That the only way to save is to sleep. Kind of gives you that sense of like risk. So here we go. We got 25 rubles, a couple loaves of bread, some sausages, and some batteries. Oh, that's right. You implemented batteries now in the game. Later in the DLC, you'll be able to cook pizza. I like that. Wait, can we get... Oh, I can't leave Tunguska until Mary has arranged someone to pick me up. So, just like in Stalker, you can go around and talk to people. Wealth beyond measure, Amerikanets. Okay. You'll get to know Tunguska. She's not just a place. She's alive, you know? Gotta treat her like a lady or you'll get the wrath of the zone. Man, I love the Stalker references in this. I really do. Alright, so we gotta go find a guy named Razor. But before we do that, let's go exploring like we would do in Stalker. So we kick open all doors. Because that's something that I love doing in this game. Apparently there's nothing here. Hey. Kick open the door. Oh, there we go. Oh look, we got some gasoline, which my memory might be fading a little bit, but what? Why is everybody going crazy all of a sudden? Whoa.
Got the battery. Gotta get a battery.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? This is completely new.
Oh yeah, there'll be some random enemies. So.
This is, oh wow. I just got a grenade. This is completely new. This wasn't in the original game. Holy crap, dude. Hey, hey, hey. I'm looting. This is me. Alright, we got our weapons. We got our weapon and recipe. Oh, shoot. Okay, wow. Hey, Albert, what's going on, man? Batteries on the windowsill? Oh, okay, I'll get the batteries on the windowsill. You just found your first serum recipe. To craft serum, you need to first find a serum lab. The recipe must be followed exactly. Place the right amount of ingredients, adjust the temperature properly, and click the craft button. So, you have like a bunch of serums. The only ones that I found so far were the health serums. So you can craft health serums, which serve as health kits, but they give you a little bit of radiation. So there is kind of a drawback. Hey Jay, how's it going? Oh, I've not seen this game before. This is a game called Tunguska. It's a top-down stalker. And I just got a whole bunch of crap right now. Ooh, ammo casing. Spin casing. Hey, so you put you added a whole bunch of shit. You put ammo crafting and everything in the game now?
Yeah, you can do ammo crafting. So you just collect those casing, and then you can find a workbench later in the game. But in DLC you will get one too. So with a workbench you can take a ammo apart and then build it with the casings to a different caliber.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, guys, for those of you who's just tuning in, we have Rotor's Workshop, aka Kurt, with us. He's the developer of this game. He made it by himself, no other help. He's been gracious enough to give me an early access copy of the DLC. Yeah, and the game is on sale right now. On Steam, and is it on sale on GOG as well? Or just on Steam?
GOG will be in a couple of weeks.
Okay, GOG will be in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Alright. So those of you who like GOG, prefer GOG over Steam, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
those of you who prefer
Steam.
Steam...
Summer sale coming up.
They have the summer sale coming up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, this was... I was not ready for that, man. Because usually, like, I would get the gun from this guy here in the cellar. Holy crap. Yeah, I was not ready for that. That was cool. So who's this guy? No, this guy's not Razor.
Did Razor die from this? I hope he didn't die.
I don't think he did.
I was talking
no,
about
no, no.
over.
He's over here. He's over here. I hope he didn't die. I was like, that'd be great. And yes, thanks, Grim. That's the link to his Discord. I appreciate that, Grim. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so... Alright, so we're talking to Razor here. This man seems annoyed by the presence of new rookies like me. So, let's find work. You must be Razor. I'm new here in the zone. My friend told me you can help me finding some work and getting started with the business here. Oh wow, another rookie trying to get himself killed. Listen, a lot of people know me in this world, and I'm not ready to get leeched off by all of their friends. If you want to do some work, Dr. Sitter is the one to talk to, but before you do that, I have to make sure that you're not just some fraud trying to waste his time. I've got some rat problem at the old mill, so if you want to prove your value, you can clean it up for me. Alright, what's the rat problem you're having? Go see for yourself. We use the old mill as training ground, but recently some creatures infested the place, so I need you to go get rid of them for me. Oh, if you don't have a weapon, there's a crowbar in the cellar next to me. You'll need it. Okay. We'll talk to him in a bit. I just want to explore the other houses first. So here, again, the journal gets updated with what you need to do. Here's the quests. Let's, directions. The zone is not New York City. There are no maps, no street signs, no magical GPS markers. Total hardcore. Listen carefully, folks. When folks give you directions, or you'll get lost in the zone. Stalker. You can always review the directions in your journal and rely on your compass to navigate. So you got the compass here. So yeah, the UI is very similar to UI is very similar to like Fallout. like the old Fallout ones, not the Bethesda, but the old Fallouts. Here's like a little event log that stuff that happens here. You can even see this kind of works like the PDA in Stalker as well. Like if people say something over the radio or communicate something, hey, we got bandits, hey, we got whatever, they'll say it here. Here's your stamina, your energy, your health. This is your hotkeys over here, and this is where it displays the weapon that you have. I don't know. It's pretty intuitive, but hey, can you knock the door open? Thank you. Oh, we'll get the batteries on the windowsill on the other side. By the way, in Russian, Ovich is usually added to son's name after... Oh! Okay. I did not know that, but I kind of thought that, you know, the link between Sid here and Sidorovich was like that. He says, oh, my son, he's another bastard. He's another traitor. And the ambient sounds, what the hell? Oh, it's because I pressed the the closed door option. One of the things I love about this game too is that the sounds, the ambience is amazing. Oh, right there. Batteries on the windowsill. Thought there was something else on the windowsill. Right here. Hey, Will, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. We're playing Tunguska. Which is like a top-down survival... I would call it even survival horror, because there's some things here that's kind of scary, but, yeah, survival horror shooter, if you will. It's like a Stalker, it's like Stalker, but top-down, which is amazing. And Rotorist Workshop is the developer. So, kudos to him again for being here. And same thing as I always do in Stalker, before we start playing the story and whatnot, I always explore and grab, let's get closer, I always explore and grab everything that I can. Fill up my inventory before we go out. Alright, and this is where Sidorovich is. The payphone, you have come across a payphone. This is the only way for you to contact your boss, Editor McCarthy in New York City. You can use this phone to report your news stories. Perfect. But before we go up to Sidorovich, can we not? The door is locked tight and sturdy. Okay, so we can't open that. So if a door can't open, or if something needs something else to be done, it usually displays it here. Which is cool. Alright, we got shotgun rounds. And here's Sid, but first we're gonna open up this door if we can. Quick kicking the door of it. Hey, I'm trying to open the door. Ah, there we go. Because there's some goodies here. Oh, requires a crowbar. Okay, we'll go get the crowbar. But let's talk to Sid. Alright, this bald middle-aged man looks at you with the warmest smile you've ever seen. Hey there, what can I do for you? Let's ask him questions. I am Dr. Mikhailovich. Oh, whoops, sorry, Mikhailovich. Mikhailov, or Dr. Sidor, if you want. I was trained as a doctor, but I'm more of a businessman. As such, I hate adventures. Now, adventure and risk-taking are totally different things. I take risks, which is why I'm here in this godforsaken place. My son, on the other hand, is completely the opposite. Those of you who've seen me play Stalker or played Stalker, here we go. He lives in Kiev. He wants to come here with me, but I didn't let him. He's a man of hot-headed adventures, and he'll get himself killed here. I think I would get along with him. I'm an adventurer type 2. Oh, I wouldn't count on that. He's kind of pushy sometimes, and all he thinks about is how to sell you things. He charges top prices too, the bastard. After all, he owns a little thrift store in Kiev. They say if he can't complete your shopping list, nobody in Kiev can. Haha. Oh, he loves chicken legs. That's a reference to the intro to Shadow of Chernobyl. Always has to have one to chomp on. Don't think you want to shake his greasy hands. Okay, locker. I need a locker. Okay, so if you talk to him about the locker, he gives you a key, and that serves as your storage. As your stash, if you will. Alright, let's keep talking to him. There's a lot of dialogue, as Kurt said. It's like, was it 40,000 lines of dialogue? Well, what do I know about Tunguska? I'm here to run a vodka plus alcohol business. Besides that, oh, 40,000 words. 40,000 lines, you would die. Well, there's probably 40,000 lines of code though, right? No, I'm just kidding. 40,000 words. Oof. It's still a lot of words. Besides that, I'm also the rookie trainer, so a lot of them do come back from time to time to tell me stories. If they come back in one piece, that is, huh? What interesting stories have you heard? One of my boys came by pretty often since he buys alcohol for his boss on a weekly basis. He always complained how rough the life is in the zone. No vodka, no comfortable beds, canned food and bread every day, but most importantly, no privacy. Poor lad got nowhere to relieve himself without having a ghost sneaking up on him, so he got used to doing it in front of people and nobody cared. Don't you just poop in the bushes? No, not that kind. Not number 1, number 2, number 3, I'd say. You know what I mean. Grim, this is your type of dialogue here. Well, we can't... I can always use ammo and grenades, but I'll also pay good money for serum, since I've got a lot of clients looking for those. Who are those clients? Ha ha ha. Alright. So let's put things in our locker that we won't need. Jeez. Well, baked potato. Alright, we got a lot of food. Question, Rotorist or Kurt. Does food spoil in the game?
No, it don't spoil.
Okay.
It'll be a math to implement for that.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, so
mainly because you have so many ways, so many places you can store your stuff. So I would go through each one of them and count the number of days of being there.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's that would be another survival aspect that is implemented in some games, but holy shit, it's a pain in the ass. Alright, Sid's locker key, we're gonna put that here. And let's put this stuff, because this is used to make the serum, the health serum, if I recall correctly. Let's put that here. We don't need the gas canister yet. Let's keep the pills. Let's keep the ammo casings here. Yeah, I'm kind of, I like to keep my inventory neat. Oh yeah, if you ever need a redneck in a game, you can definitely count on the Grim Reaper. Okay. So we're gonna go get the crowbar because we need to open up that crate.
Dark places.